What's up, guys? We're back at it again. For now, we're gonna hit up these defensive ends, these big dudes sitting on the line, man. So what we want from these guys is still speed, but also now we're looking for some size. Being able to really stuff up that run. Oh snap! We gotta look at the top 10. Okay, okay, okay. These are all good people. No DeMarcus Lawrence, understandable. Where's Trey at? Oh, there he is, Trey. All right, very good, very good. All right, Galgasu, man. Been in the league forever. You know, for some reason this man's getting faster. I don't know. Every year he keeps going up in speed, but Galgasu, plays dirty, huge, huge for a defensive end. So you know, this isn't the speed you're really looking for from a defensive end, but his size alone makes you able to play him out there, and your run's going to be sorted. If it's inside, outside you might not be able to catch him, but even if he can't work out a defensive end, you can put him at defensive tackle just because he has that size. So good power move, good block shed. A lot of these guys are going to be very similar. The block shed, the tackling, the strength are going to be pretty high for all these defensive ends because that's what they supposed to do. Why? Yes. Okay. Damn, Kenny. Okay. So they're all going to be really similar. Having block shed, play rec, tackling, strength. Those are the stats you look for in a defensive end or a defensive tackle. So they should all have that at least. So, ooh. So even slower than a Gunkan but Liz Campbell's, I think he's even bigger. 6'7". 6'7", really big arms, great strength, great tackle, good block shed. Uh, can't really rush the passer. If you don't have one of those, if you don't have one of them over 80, you're not really going to get much done, especially with this kind of speed. So playing these guys on the end is like, it's not really good. So, in Galvin Calais Campbell, I'd probably play these guys at D tackle. I mean, if you're playing like a 3-4 or something like that, where your ends are going to be on the inside of a linebacker, maybe you could get away with running some of these guys, but still, you don't want that kind of speed anywhere near the edge of your line because stretches and stuff, stretch runs and stuff exist. Trey Henderson, has, I would have thought the speed would have been higher looking at those outside linebackers. Now the outside linebackers are looking way better to use as edge rushers because their speed is like not even, it's just not even close, really. 77 and 82 or 81, you know, not gonna cut it. But 85 finesse move. This is a little whack, man. Because Trey Anderson, he had one of the best seasons last year on a great Bengals team, and his card kind of looks like doo doo. You know, 85 finesse move, that's good. Slow, block shit. The play rate's nice, but no strength and no tackling for my man. Come on, man. So disappointed in the card. Great player, but his card's looking a little weak. Jeffrey Simmons, big body, man. 86 strength. You can see he got 86 strength, 84 tackling, 83 power move. So I hate to say it, but looking like these defensive ends aren't going to get a lot of PT. I would much rather put a linebacker that has plus 9 speed, and they'll probably have like maybe 5 less strength, maybe. Von Miller had same strength and way better stats all across the board when Von's only one overall higher. So there's obviously some undercover stats that are bumping up these overalls, but if they're not going to translate into the game, what's the point? Cameron Hayward, same thing. Really big guy. Probably should play him at D tackle. Good power move. Like really cool stats. It's just this stat right here makes it almost unusable. You could get away with it in the beginning of the year when everybody's not as fast, but how much longer? Like he'll probably cap out at 80 speed no matter what card he gets. Like his 99 will probably be like 81 speed. Looking at this, so you know, cool card, cool player, but if you're not playing him at D tackle, you're messing something up. Cam, all right, Cam Jordan, another big guy, really long arms. You could get away with playing a Cam Jordan on the edge just because of his long arms and this great tackling, great strength, great play, great power move. But man, I usually love using DNs, man, but until we get like Bruce Smiths or fast people like that, these guys are just not cutting it. 72 speed, they all been low 70s, and you're not going to get to the quarterback like that. And unless it's an inside run, you're not stopping it with a Cam Jordan. Very cool though. definitely gonna be a look at someone to look at for your defensive tackle position, but not for your edge, not for your edge rusher. Chandler Jones. Ah, all these guys are pretty much carbon copies of each other. Low speed, and then pretty good in everything else. He's actually a little bit more well balanced, but that's not necessarily the best because he's got light greens everywhere, or a lot of people had dark greens. So 86 power move, 83 finesse move, really good at beating his man, and trying to get out to the quarterback. But the 75 speed is gonna hinder how many sacks he actually is able to get before they get the ball out of their hands. So good pass rusher. He's not quite big enough to be your defensive tackle. So if you're gonna play him, you're gonna play him on the edge, and speed's slowly creeping up and should be effective, but not as effective as Von Miller. I'm just gonna keep going back to it. These guys are all good pass rushers, but Von Miller is still just way better than these guys. I'd probably still take Josh Allen over them. Probably take a Micah Parsons over this guy. So not quite worth it. Okay, so there, here we go. We got someone good. So I'm guessing these last three are gonna be really good because these are really good players. Nick Bosa, 82 speed, 86 finesse move, great all around, able to stop the run effectively and get after the quarterback. The acceleration is going to help him out a lot, even though it's 82 speed, 85 excel. You know, after you get off that block, you got to run fast, and he's going to be able to get to that top speed really quickly. So Nick Bosa is very nice, very good, very well-rounded card. Myles Garrett. All right. See, this is a big boy with speed. This is everything you're looking for in an edge rusher or even a defensive tackle. So he's got really good power move, really good finesse move. Then he's great everywhere. Speed's a little low, but he's gonna make up for that being 6'7". So if you're gonna use somebody out of everybody we've seen so far, Myles Garrett. He's gonna be really expensive, 88 overall, but he's definitely worth it. Him, just his size, his speed, and he's gonna have all those good traits to be able to get to the quarterback. All right, last one, Aaron Donald. So it's looking a little slower. 79 speed. That's not elite, not where you want it. But Aaron Donald, you know him. He's gonna be elite at everything else. So he is an undersized uh, D tackle. So then he got pushed out to the outside. But you can still play him at DT. He's still heavy, still got crazy strength. So having the lower speed definitely going to hurt him on the edge. So I'd probably play him at D tackle where he normally lines up at. But having this good power move, good finesse move, he's going to get out to the quarterback. Aaron Donald's just freaky like that. So he's going to beat up whoever's going against him, and he's going to get to the quarterback. And him being a power rusher, he's probably going to get some cool abilities. Bull rush, all that stuff, El Toro. So definitely a person worth putting your abilities on because he will have that impact. He's going to get tackles, he's going to get sacks, and he's just an overall just beast. So he's going to be expensive. So having those people like Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett, yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to get them. And if they're not going to have a real big impact like in past years, it might not necessarily be worth it. So we get over to the bang for the buck. Not there's not a lot of good options to pick from. I would say go after one of those outside linebackers to put on, but if you're gonna go after somebody, uh, it sucks to say, but the best person is probably the dude I was hating on the most was Trey, just because he's the fastest one. But uh, I'd go after Calais Campbell and where is Cam Jordan. I go after these dudes because they are 6'7". So if you're not getting out of speed, at least be tall. So these guys have really long arms, and 70 speed is not gonna cut it. But if you're gonna use anybody outside there that's not gonna be fast, make sure they're big. So Cam Jordan, Calais Campbell, those are my bang for your bucks. And if I was gonna get anybody I want, I'd go Myles Garrett. Got the speed, got the size, got the finesse move, everything you need. All right, so make sure you guys like, subscribe, and once Madden comes out, we're going to be playing it a lot. Ultimate Team, franchise, tips and tricks, all that stuff is going to be able to be found here. So make sure you guys stay tuned and look forward to what comes next. Peace.